Today I'm going to show you how I've been styling my hair lately. I found a couple of ways to just cut the curling time down, which just makes the style a lot quicker and easier to create. I love that it looks quite effortless and that you didn't try too hard, but at the same time it still looks quite chic and feminine and put together. So it's like the perfect balance. And one of the things that I'm doing a little bit differently now is that I'm using a slightly smaller barrel to curl my hair. And this one is from NuMe. It's the Classic 25mm Curling Wand. And I like this one because it's made of 100% tourmaline ceramic. It's a little bit healthier for your hair than a traditional curling wand. And it's super easy and straightforward to use. There's a little on and off button right here. It heats up quickly. It makes the curls last for several days. And I also like that it's just nice and slim and compact, so it's great for traveling. Just throw it in your bag. It doesn't take that much space. And what's nice about using a slightly smaller barrel is that you can use bigger sections of hair. So you'll still get a nice kind of soft wave. It's not going to end up like super tight and curly, but you can use bigger sections of hair, which means that the styling time will be a lot less. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. I really hope that you'll enjoy. I'm first going to start by just dividing my hair into two sections and bringing them forward. And then I like to start working from the back side of my hair and then move inwards. So I'm just going to grab about that much hair. Just going to brush through it a little bit. And then I'm going to grab my wand, and I always like to take the cable behind my elbow and then take it behind my head. And what I like to do is just place the wand at about that point of my hair, and then I will start by wrapping the hair in a backward direction. Got a little twisted there in my finger. And then I will leave a little part like that away from the curler. So this part here will remain a little bit more straight. And I like to do that because it kind of gives it a bit more of like a effortless beachy vibe. So I'm just gonna hold it for a few seconds. And then I just like to kind of move it up and down the barrel, kind of turning it just so that there are no kinks in the hair. And then I will drop it into my hand, just press it a little bit against my head, and then drop it down. And there's the wave. So then taking another section about the same size, like that. As you can see, it is quite a lot of hair, but because we're using a smaller barrel, it allows it to curl tighter, so you can curl more hair, if that makes sense. I'm gonna take my barrel again, put it behind my head, and start wrapping it in a backward direction. Leaving it for a few seconds, just kind of rolling the hair up and down the barrel. And then letting it go into my hand, just pressing it up towards my head a little bit and letting it go. And then lastly, this front section. Just brushing it through, taking my wand again behind my head, and I will start wrapping this backwards. I'll keep this here for a few seconds, and then I will kind of push it forward and in an outward direction. So I'm kind of tilting my wand a little bit and then dragging it down. And then I'll just kind of run my fingers through it to separate the curls. And then I will go back to these top pieces, and I'll take slightly smaller pieces of hair, and I'll do the same thing. So I'll wrap it back and keep the wand at a slight angle. Like that. I'll do another little part here. I'll usually go back to this front part a couple of times because it is quite difficult to get it right the first time. You need to kind of work with this hair and just make sure that it falls like really pretty and that it frames your face well. I'm going back with a slightly smaller section. Again, just wrapping the hair backwards and then pulling it down slightly towards my face. So I'm going to repeat the exact same steps on this side, but instead of taking the curling wand in this hand, I'm going to take it in my other one so that I can wrap it behind my head. I will place the hair about there on the wand, and then again I will wrap it in a backward direction, like so, and leaving a little bit out on the ends. Now for this front section, I'm first going to grab it in my hand like so. I'm going to take my barrel, I'm going to wrap the hair backwards, and the barrel is quite straight, quite horizontal first, and then just wrapping it around, and then I start to bring it down towards my face and kind of angling the wand out a little bit and then pulling it down. Like so. Just like I did on this side of my hair, I'm now just going to grab a few smaller pieces from the top of my head and I'm going to do the exact same thing. So I'm just going to curl them outwards, and this is just going to help to add a little bit more texture. So I don't want it to look too perfect. So if you take smaller sections like this, with of course smaller amounts of hair, the curl is going to look a little bit different to what's going on over here. So I just like to add in just a few pieces. So then I will just take all my hair back. I'll just kind of shake it up a little bit, again just to loosen up that curl. I'll also run my fingers through it a little bit just to give it a bit more texture. So I'm going to turn my curling wand off. So this is the final style. This is how I have been loving doing my hair lately. I think there's just something so cool and effortless but chic about this hairstyle, and as you can see, it was quite easy and simple. And when I'm doing this hairstyle just like on a normal day, not filming, it takes me around 10 to 15 minutes. So it's not something that takes a lot of time. As you can see, I use quite big portions of hair, which just cuts down the styling time a lot. So I really hope that you guys have enjoyed this video, maybe found it helpful or picked up on some new tips or techniques that you could use for yourself. I hope you're all having a really nice day, and I will see you guys soon. Bye guys.